What's going on, everybody? My name's Roasty, and you clicked this video because you want to see what the best settings are for Enshrouded, and you want to see what it does to my 4090 PC. Now, this game, it does like 99% of my GPU utilization the entire time. I've done everything I can to pretty much alter that, adjust that. I see what the highs and the lows are. As someone who records and streams and stuff while I play too, it was important to know. So what I'm going to do is give you the best settings. I'm going to put the settings at the absolute lowest quality just to give you an idea of what that looks like, and the frames. And I'm also going to put it at the max quality, maximum overdrive, to give you an idea what that looks like as well. I'm going to put timestamps in this video also. If you want to see any of those 3 points, you will have access to that. And we're going to be going from the Albaneve Spire in the mountains, and we're going to be going to the same elixir well, doing a little bit of combat just to give you an idea of what each little mission will look like on the frames, just to kind of benchmark that for you. This is while I'm recording, so it is worse than my normal frames, and I'll give you an idea what that's like as well. I'm going to post my PC specs on screen right now, and also the minimum requirements to run this game. So, Enshrouded is amazing, if you couldn't already tell. This game came out on January 24th, like the same week that Power World came out, and honestly, if Power World didn't come out the same week, this game would have gone absolutely ridiculous. If you love Minecraft, if you love Valheim, those of you who play this already know you would love this game. There's no shot that you wouldn't. But you go down here, let's check the minimum requirements for this game. System requirements require Windows 10, i5 6400 or Ryzen 5 1500, and it requires a GTX 1060 as a minimum. That's pretty old GPU. I know some of you guys are probably curious because you want to run this. 2070 Super can definitely run this, is the recommended. So let's take a look at what the 4090 does and holds up to this game. All right, these first of all are my recommended settings just to get a general good looking game and to still be able to play the game at a functional frames per second. So go ahead and give that a look-see. Some of these shadows you might want turned up a little bit, like contact shadows you might want on, but this will give you an idea of what my quality of graphics are running, kind of what everything looks like here. We're going to run down to this elixir well and wipe that out just to give you an idea of the frames throughout this. So obviously during combat, that is going to be worse than if I'm just sitting here in the summit, so. All right, that's the first test. Nobody cares about that one though, right? Let's go ahead and check the maximum settings. We'll go to low settings after. That's not as fun. If you guys could subscribe to the channel, that would mean a lot to me. A lot of you guys are watching and aren't subbed yet. All right, let's get an idea of what maximum settings looks like. I'm on a 1080p monitor, so we're gonna keep it there. Of course, like 4K and whatnot would be a little extra. Field of view, we're gonna crank that all the way up for this test. And max quality. Let's see if this thing dies. Now, max settings on my 4090, you can see the frames dropped quite a bit already. We're setting in the 50s for the most part. That's really without even doing anything. The game looks ridiculously good, but you know, it is what it is. Also, I did some research, and apparently you can't disable ray tracing in this game yet. It is an early access game, but I'm sure they'll make a setting for that in the future, or some more further optimizations to make it run a little better. But with this big of a map, this many mobs and whatnot, it's kind of hard to maximize the frames more and more and more. But it's gotta be usable for everybody else that doesn't have like a super high-end PC, right? I mean, even when I like stream this game, it kind of hitches sometimes on my stream, and you almost need a dual PC setup. So if you're watching this video and you're a streamer, or you have streamed this game or recorded during playing this game, I'm curious. Let me know if you guys run a dual PC setup, or what PC setup you do run, and if you have any if you have any suggestions for settings that I didn't cover here, absolutely comment that for everybody else in the comments, because I'd be curious if there are better ways to go about settings, or anything else you've adjusted for your hardware to run this game better. Just gonna squeeze on past you here. All right, there's that. We're sitting at like 50. Not great. Not great at all. We're gonna back out. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna put this at absolute minimum settings, give you an idea of what it looks like, and also what it does to this computer. Let's go to the absolute minimum settings and see. Now, I'm sure I could turn down sharpnesses way down, field of views and all that stuff, but let's just leave it up for the test. We'll go to the max performance. This game is not gonna look good on this. However, everything seems to be all the way down. So the difference from max settings to these settings, it looks like we were getting about a 60 FPS boost on average. Hitting over 110 sometimes. Maybe 55 boost. That's still quite a bit though. Everything's starting to look really horrible in the distance. The fog is definitely nowhere near as good. But this is very playable, at least, to say the least. Oh yeah, we love those swings. $110, 100. Much better. Much more playable. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. Subscribe if you guys are new. I really appreciate all the love shown on this one and everything that I do. It really means a lot to me. Pretty much if you guys are new to the community, I'd love to see you guys in the streams. That would mean a lot. And stay tuned for more Enshrouded content. And definitely pick up this game if you haven't already. It's currently on PC only, early access. It only costs about $30, and you can have up to 16 players in a world together, which is absolutely insane. So definitely don't miss out on this one. It's probably about like 60 hours of grind just to beat the game, if that's all you're really trying to do. So it's absolutely incredible. You could easily spend a couple hundred hours plus in this game if you love building, or if you love just maxing out a game and doing everything that you can do. As you can see, the map is absolutely massive, and they're only adding more to this game. So yeah, definitely check it out, and thank you guys so much for being here. We'll see you in the next one.